Today we're going to be trying and rating every single saucijzenbroodje from popular chain stores here in the Netherlands. That's sausage roll in Dutch. A saucijzenbroodje is a savory, puffed pastry filled with meat that is incredibly popular in the Netherlands. You can find them absolutely everywhere, from train stations to ferries. Today we're going to find out which one comes out on top and which one, well, doesn't. Goedemiddag and welcome back. Today we're trying saucijzenbroodjes, or sausage rolls, from a whole bunch of chain stores here in the Netherlands. And because our first video like this, we rated stroopwafels on a scale of 1 to 5, we're going to be rating these on a scale of 1 to 5 stroopwafels. First up is Jumbo, which is a popular chain grocery store here in the country. This one, a little warm, which is nice. Also very, very flaky. Kind of juicy, right? Or oily, I can't tell. Let's try it. All right, the flake factor here is 100%. It's very good. I would like to have a little bit more flavor in the sausage, but this is a pretty solid start. I'm gonna go with 6. No.
It's out of 1 to 5.
This is a 3.5.
I'm gonna give it a 3. It needs mustard, but we didn't buy and carry around a whole bottle of mustard with us. What do y'all do?
Yeah, what do you do with your saucijzenbroodjes when you can't put mustard on them? For those of you that aren't familiar with a saucijzenbroodje, it's a puff pastry filled with mincemeat that's generally rolled into a sausage shape. They're really popular here in the Netherlands and typically eaten for breakfast, lunch, or even as a snack. And the English term for this is a sausage roll. We had our first one in our Buying Our Bikes video, and since then we've become kind of addicted to them. They're just such a convenient, tasty little snack. You can buy them at tons of chain stores here in the Netherlands, and that's what we're going to be focusing on in this video. You can also find fancier versions at butchers and bakeries.
All right, let's get back to the tasting.
Next up is Albert Heijn, the grocery store with the most locations here in the Netherlands. And by the way, if you want to learn the difference between all of the different grocery stores here in the Netherlands, we have a whole video documenting that, and we'll link to it right here?
Yep.
Right here. First impressions of this one, it feels really light. Like, it kind of feels like there's nothing inside of it. But other than that, it's got a nice golden brown crust, and it seems crispy enough. So let's break into it. All right, well, there actually is sausage inside of it. So the sausage has like a pretty strong chili powder flavor, which is very interesting and not something I was expecting. But the rest of it, honestly, the crust is pretty bland tasting and it's very dry. So I think I'm gonna go with the 2.5.
I like the chili powder flavor that's in the sausage. I do agree that the rest of it is pretty bland though. It's a little unsettling because of the outer shell is actually, it is very croissanty and it's flaky. It's just very dry. I don't know how they did that. The sausage is really good though, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3.
We have arrived at Bakker Bart, which is a Dutch sandwich store with almost 200 locations in the Netherlands, which makes it the biggest bakery in the Netherlands. Now, I think it might be controversial to call it a bakery because technically they don't bake the bread here. They send it to the store par-baked and they finish it off, kind of like at Subway. They didn't just have a regular saucijzenbroodje, this is the super. And it looks quite super. It's beautiful. Oh. Very flaky. Lots of layers in this one that don't just like flake off. It's got a decent sized sausage in there. I like how it's like flaky but still kind of holds up when you bite into it, so it's not like super messy, and the buttery crust is really delicious.
The butteriest.
Yeah, it's like super buttery. And the inside, the sausage is really nice, like a great flavor, not like too overpowering, not too mushy either, which I really love. This is gonna be a 4.5. Yeah, this one's great. It's super.
You know what, I'll give it a 4.5 as well.
Next up, Dirk, a popular discount grocery chain here in the Netherlands. Now, first impressions. It's a little flatter. The color is a little lighter, and I'll be honest, it doesn't seem quite as flaky. It was quite a bit cheaper though, so.
Oh, the sausage is flatter.
Yeah, the sausage is flatter. The whole thing collapsed a little bit more.
Is it intentionally flat or did it like melt its way into becoming flat?
I don't know, but it's also like way lighter color
Yeah.
than some of the other ones. So let's give it a try. There's not a whole lot of flavor. There is some crunch though. And the sausage inside, it's really mushy. I don't particularly like this one because it also tastes a little bit like plastic in general. Yeah, very plasticky flavor. This is gonna be a 1.
I don't hate it. It definitely doesn't taste as good as the Jumbo one. Like the sausage taste isn't as distinct. I'm not getting the plastic flavor at all though, and it definitely tastes buttery. I'm gonna go with, what did you give it, a 1?
A 1.
I'm gonna give it a, what did I give the last one, 3?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
Whoa.
I don't dislike it.
All right. Now it's time for Spar, which is a grocery store chain that can be found all over Europe and even outside of Europe. First impressions, it's very flat. Even the sausage inside seems kind of flat. However, it's got some nice browning and does seem like it's very crispy.
It was in a warmer.
Yeah, it was in a warmer too.
It was actually pretty warm.
Yeah, it's still kind of warm now. All right, break it open.
Oh, it's flaky.
It's flaky. Yeah, it smells really good.
It might be
It's
one of the
very
flakiest
juicy.
that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's give it a try. This one's pretty good. It's interesting because the sausage inside of it kind of has like this American breakfast sausage flavor, which none of the other ones have had. So I really do like that. However, the outside isn't that crispy. It's kind of floppy and the edges are a little like it's been in the warmer for a while, but I still really like it. So I'm gonna give this a 3.5.
I agree on the American breakfast sausage. It's probably the best tasting sausage, although all of it's kind of mushy, which is probably, again, from sitting in the warmer all day. So it's mushy on the outside, mushy sausage. I still think I'm going to give it a 4, though. I really, really like this one. I had very low expectations going in, and Spar, you impressed me.
We were like 100% sure that this one was going to be the worst one.
Yeah, it was really good.
Backwerk is a German self-serve bakery chain, and self-serve means basically you go in there and all the sandwiches are pre-made so you can grab and go pretty quickly. Most Backwerks here in the Netherlands are found in train stations.
But
But they were completely out of saucijzenbroodjes, so Backwerk, you're eliminated. And next up is Lidl, which is another German grocery store chain that's popular here too. This one looks very different than the others we've seen so far.
people have a lot of positive things to say about the bakery at Lidl.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's popular.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Number one, the color on this is really good. It's dark and it's like very crispy on the edges.
May I also say this is the same price as the one we had at Jumbo.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. Let's break into it first. Okay. So, definitely more of a bready texture than like a croissant type texture. It's not really flaky. But the sausage inside looks really good. It's got like pepper specks in it. Yeah? All right. Let's give it a try. I'm a little disappointed in the bread because I don't love the texture and it doesn't really add any taste to it, but this sausage is really good. I like the texture of it and it's got like a pretty strong peppery flavor, which is delightful. I'm going to give this 3 stroopwafels.
I actually don't like this one very much. I think the bread texture, it's not flaky like a croissant, and I actually don't think the sausage is very good. It's okay. I guess I'm gonna go with I'll give it a 2.5.
And finally, HEMA, a beloved Dutch store that sells everything from clothes to household items to saucijzenbroodjes. I do need to say that this is quite expensive. This one was €2.75. It's very puffy. So that's a good start. Nice color. It's warm. Got a nice golden color to it. Let's break it open. Ooh.
Oh, crispy.
Very crispy. Sausage is nice and juicy inside. Got little specks of pepper and other things in there. Okay. The pastry of this one is really, really good. Like top tier pastry. And the sausage inside is actually like quite good too. It's moist, it's really warm. I don't know. I really like this one. I'm gonna give this a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
This is by far the crispiest one, and everything does go really well together. I'm giving this one a 5.
Oh.
Good job, HEMA.
It's a little expensive. That's why
I got expensive taste.
All right, now that we've attempted to try 9 saucijzenbroodjes and actually have eaten 8, it's time to score and pick the king. Anything surprise you today?
I think the most surprising part of it was how consistent the pricing was amongst a good portion of them. I did not expect that.
Yeah, it does seem like there's like a price that people expect for saucijzenbroodjes, and it doesn't really deviate from that. Anything you want to move or rescore?
No, I still feel really good about my scores.
I do too. All right, let's start by picking the runner-up from today's saucijzenbroodje challenge. That runner-up was Spar with 7.5 collective stroopwafels.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That's pretty shocking.
Now it's time to announce our winner. It was a tie between HEMA and Bakker Bart. Surprisingly, both the ones that cost the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, HEMA was €2.75 and Bakker Bart was €2.50. I think what's interesting is that you're basically seeing that the results differ based on price. All of the ones in the 95-cent category were roughly the same score. Spar was our runner-up, and it was €1.49. And HEMA and Bakker Bart, the two most expensive ones at $2.50 and $2.75, were the best-rated ones. So it definitely seems like the more that you spend on a saucijzenbroodje, the better tasting it's going to be.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising to me. I thought like HEMA or something would just be like more expensive, but not as good potentially. But
I thought that HEMA would be cheaper.
Oh yeah, HEMA was quite expensive.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for in a good way.
All right, here's the final ranking. What's your go-to chain store snack? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
Doei.
Doei.